Hey everybody, it's Molly, Senior Executive Unit Leader with Avon. This is blog number 2 about my journey to becoming a co-author in A View from the Top Part 2. So excited to be included in a book with such awesome senior executives. I mean, I remember Lisa saying to me, this isn't an honor, this is something that's going to help validate you and your credentials, but being in my shoes, I can't help but being excited about saying, oh my gosh, do you know who I'm in the book with? Woman of Enterprise for this and woman. I mean, there are people that are in this book that are just, the list is absolutely amazing. So I do believe that this book is going to have a huge impact on a lot of people. The first book, part 1, is still impacting me. It seems like I read a chapter a day or every other day, and I keep grabbing things out of it no matter what. Angelica Gee, Lisa Wilbur, I have so much that she's written in, and I'm constantly picking up from her. Teresa Paul's story, Pep Hutzer's story. You could just go on and on with the names that are in the first book, but everybody in some way or another has really helped my business, even with being a senior executive. So I wasn't too sure about being in this. That's in the first blog that I put in. But yet really excited about sharing my journey because, a lot of times all you hear about is, the good stuff that happens to people. I definitely never would have seen myself as a senior in Avon, even being the Avon lady. Who would have thunk that? But definitely not being a co-author in a book. That one still blows me away when I think about it. But I also think that this part of the journey, actually getting down to the writing of my chapter, keeping this girl, Molly Stone Bibb, at 2,800 words was quite a chore. And all of my friends out there, Paula Weatherly, all of you, that's true from listening to my conference calls. So, I make light of it. We just got back from Hawaii, the Avon Earn trip, for the top producers in the nation. And our chapters were actually due while we were there. And luckily, they were a little bit lenient and let people put it in a little bit late. For me, I didn't even start it till I got back home, and I kept thinking, oh, it's because I have so much to do and I'm so busy. And I realized on my way home from Hawaii, that 9-hour flight, as I was really starting to put my words and my thoughts together, that, for me, it was about reliving where my life has been, where I've come from, which definitely wasn't always pleasant. And, sometimes when people are listening to you on conference calls or they're watching your YouTube videos, which I do a lot of, and, they're always saying, oh, Molly, you're so real and you're honest. And I am. I try to be. But I realize that the part about my life that, that sometimes you don't always like being honest about is what you don't want to go back and review. Some people I call it therapy. But these are parts of my journey that I have not had to experience therapy in a very long time. So I found that it was quite emotional. Not so much writing it as when I went back and I started reading it. Looking through things that I've never shared in my story and my Dreams Made Real CD. I have things that I just never touched on that I believe truly impacted me and made me who I am today. I think about going through it again, and wow, I don't think I would want to go through it again, but I realized it was all a part of kind of being a stepping stone in my journey. People who know me also hear that, I say it's about the journey, onward. Because you can't ever let the bad things that happen in your life and the bad decisions you make in your life, those are part of the things that shape you. And where sometimes in the chapters, thank God for the people who just give good directions about what they've done to help them. I'm hoping that what my part in this book will do is for those of you who haven't quite had the all-American life of apple pie and baseball games and sitting on your daddy's knee, that maybe you will be able to relate to the story, my past, my present, and hopefully what I hope my future is going to be. And the fact that without certain people placed into my life, I don't know if I'd be where I am today. From the person who tossed the brochure in my driveway that got me selling Avon, to meeting the man that's in my life now, Lee Bibb, getting further into this Avon thing and into the leadership part of it, and me realizing that I had the potential to be something more than I would have ever thought, because I was a $7.25 an hour girl, and because that's really all I made, it's really, I think, all I thought I was worth. And now as a senior, making the money that I'm making and then can make even more, it has really become a journey. And my journey's not over. But what I hope is that for any of you who are going to get your S on and become a senior executive, I hope that these volumes of these books keep going on, and that if you're going through some bad times in your life, or you've come from some bad times, or you're struggling right now in your business or in your personal life, and you wonder how you're going to fit it all in and this and that, listen, it's all part of your journey. And you know what? You could be the next author, that's getting this kind of being able to be a part of so many people who have such big influences in other people's lives. And in the end, I think that this really is going to be something for me that when I look at it for real in print, that hopefully I'm going to be able to look at and appreciate, because when I was first putting it down in paper, I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, I can't include that. That's terrible. What will people think? And I remember Lee saying, you just got to be honest like you've always been. So that's what I've done. So it's submitted. I can't take it back. And now they're going to start their cuts and marking their rim. I feel like I'm in school again. They're going to be, red X and everything and sending it back. And, hopefully it's going to be a great thing. Next thing, I have to go have a picture taken. So I have to go have that done here in the next week or so. And that's the last thing they want from me except for cut. So blog number 2 really has had its impact on me, actually getting the writing done. But I'm sure with this having this kind of impact on me, I just keep thinking I can't wait to hear and read the other stories that are coming from the other seniors. So if you haven't gotten the first volume, get it. Get a hold of one of the readers the writers and get this book from them, because, Sue Maza, there are just so many that were in the first. These people are going to touch your lives, and they're going to give you skills that if you put into practice, even if they don't work the first time, it can make a great impact on your business. You're going to find out what's good for you and your business. Not everything is good for everybody, but they're sharing enough that you should be able to find things that you can incorporate into your business and are going to make a difference. And isn't that what this is all about? Not only building a better life for yourself, but also helping other people meet their dreams and goals by showing them how they can work hard now to reap the benefits later in life. So I don't know when the next blog will be coming, but this is blog number 2, and I did it without crying. Can you believe it? It's great. So I will talk to you guys later, over and out. Again, don't forget to get part 1, and part 2 is in the making. So get excited and buy a book from me, please. I have to sell 300 copies. Talk to you later, guys. Have a great day.